peace on earth. This Christmas season finds us a rather bewildered human race. We neither have peace within nor peace without. And yet, my friends, the Christmas hope for peace can no longer be dismissed as a kind of pious dream of some utopian hoper. We don't have goodwill toward men in this world. We will destroy ourselves by the misuse of our own instruments and our own power. The judgment of God is upon us, and we must either learn to live together as brothers, or we're all going to perish together as fools.
All glory be to God on high, and to the earth be peace. Goodwill is forth from men to men, begin and never cease. Begin and never cease.
Welcome to Ebenezer Baptist Church. I am Joseph L. Roberts, Jr., pastor of this congregation. The birthday of Martin Luther King, Jr. is now a national holiday. But there are still those who raise the question, what gifts did he give us that make it worth remembering him annually? Tonight, we're going to try to answer that question. We're going to let you glimpse the source of his love, which allowed him to extend it to all humanity. In a final Christmas sermon preached from this pulpit, Martin King talked to us about peace on earth and about the fundamental things that we must do to make this peace a reality. And so now I invite you to come with us and listen to the music, to immerse yourselves in the images, but above all, to feel the power of his words emanating from his heart. And I can assure you, you will find your quest for peace will be renewed, refreshed, and revived.
Let us praise God together on our knees. Let us praise God together on our knees. When I fall on my knees with my face to the rising sun, oh Lord, have mercy on me.
Now let me suggest first that if we are to have peace on earth, our loyalties must become ecumenical rather than sectional. Yes, as nations and individuals, we are interdependent. It really boils down to this, that all life is interrelated. We are all caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny, and whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. Do you ever stop to think that you can't leave for your job in the morning without being dependent on most of the world? You reach for the bar of soap, and that's given to you at the hands of a Frenchman. And then you go in the kitchen to drink your coffee, that's poured in your cup by a South American. Or maybe you want tea, that's poured in your cup by a Chinese. And then you reach over for your toast, and that's given to you at the hands of an English-speaking farmer. Before you finish eating breakfast in the morning, you're dependent on more than half of the world.
Let us pray to heaven
No individual can live alone. No nation can live alone. And as long as we try, the more we're going to have war in this world. We aren't going to have peace on earth until we recognize this basic fact of the interrelated structure of all reality. Well, how can one avoid being depressed when he sees with his own eyes evidences of millions of people going to bed hungry at night? How can one avoid being depressed when he sees with his own eyes thousands of people sleeping on the sidewalks at night? They have no houses to go in. They have no beds to sleep in. As I beheld these conditions, something within me cried out, can we in America stand idly by and not be concerned? And an answer came, oh no. And I started thinking about the fact. Right here in our country, we spend millions of dollars every day to store surplus food. And I said to myself, I know where we can store that food free of charge. In the wrinkled stomachs of the millions of God's children in Asia and Africa, Latin America, and even in our own nation who go to bed hungry at night.
Let us break bread together on our knees. Let us break bread together on our knees. When I fall on my knees with my face to the rising sun, oh Lord, have mercy on me. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine.
The next thing we must be concerned about if we're to have peace on earth, goodwill toward men,
This little light
must be the nonviolent affirmation
This little light of mine.
of the sacredness
This little light.
of all human life.
This little light of mine.
Every man is somebody because he is a child of God. And so when we say, thou shalt not kill, we are really saying that human life is too sacred to be killed on the battlefields of the world.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Jesus gave it to me, and I'm gonna let it shine. Gave it to me, and I'm gonna let it shine. Jesus gave it to me. Let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light, this little light, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it
Man is more than a tiny vagary of whirling electrons out of whispered smoke from a limitless smoldering. Man is a child of God, made in his image, and therefore must be respected as such. Until men see this everywhere, until nations see this everywhere, we will be fighting wars. It's one of the strangest things that all of the great military geniuses of the world have talked about peace. The leaders of the world today talk eloquently about peace.
Don't you hear
The conquerors of old came killing in pursuit of peace. Alexander, Julius Caesar, Charlemagne, and Napoleon were akin in seeking a peaceful world order.
when she called I go, house on fire. When she called I go, house on fire, Lordy, burning down, oh Lordy, burning down. You better run, Lord. You better run, Lord.
problem. They are talking about peace as a distant goal, as an end we seek. But one day we must come to see that peace is not merely a distant goal that we seek, but it is a means by which we arrive at that goal. We must pursue peaceful ends through peaceful means. And when we truly believe in the sacredness of human personality, we won't exploit people. We won't trample over people with iron feet of oppression. We won't kill anybody.
It's tough to love. And there was probably no time tougher than the 50s and the 60s in the midst of the civil rights era. Black against white, white against black. Every person's pride and prejudice was arising to add to the turmoil. And nevertheless, Martin King knew the power that would bring justice to America. He knew that it was the power of creative and redemptive love. Now let us try to refresh our memory about the power of this love.
There are three words for love in the Greek New Testament. One is the word eros. Eros is a sort of aesthetic, romantic love. Plato used to talk about it a great deal in his dialogues, the yearning of the soul for the realm of the divine. And there is and can always be something beautiful about eros, even in its expressions of romance. Some of the most beautiful love in all of the world has been expressed this way. Then the Greek language talks about phileo, which is another word for love. And phileo is a kind of intimate love between personal friends. This is the kind of love that you have for those people that you get along with well, and those that you like. On this level, you love because you are loved. Then the Greek language comes out with another word for love. It is the word agape. Agape is more than romantic love. It is more than friendship. Agape is understanding, creative, redemptive goodwill for all men. Agape is an overflowing love which seeks nothing in return. Theologians would say that it is the love of God operating in the human heart. And so when you rise to love on this level, you love all men, not because you like them, not because their ways appeal to you, but you love every man because God loves him. That's it. This is what Jesus meant when he said, love your enemies. And I'm happy that he didn't say like your enemies, because there are some people that I find it pretty difficult to like. Like is an affectionate emotion, and I can't like anybody bombing my home. I can't like anybody who would exploit me. I can't like anybody who would trample over me with injustices. I can't like them. I can't like anybody who threatens to kill me day in and day out. Jesus reminds us that love is greater than like. Love is understanding, creative, redemptive goodwill for all men. I've seen too much hate to want to hate myself. Hate is too great a burden to bear. Somehow, we must be able to stand up before our most bitter opponents and say, we shall match your capacity to inflict suffering by our capacity to endure suffering. We will meet your physical force with soul force. Do to us what you will, and we will still love you. And so throw us in jail. We will still love you. Send your hooded perpetrators of violence into our communities at the midnight hour and drag us out on some wayside road and leave us half dead as you beat us, and we will still love you. But be ye assured we will wear you down by our capacity to suffer. And we will so appeal to your heart and conscience that we will win you in the process. And our victory will be a double victory. So today I still have a dream. Men will rise up and come to see that they are made to live together as brothers. I still have a dream this morning that one day every colored person in the world will be judged on the basis of the content of his character rather than the color of his skin. And every man will respect the dignity and worth of human personality. And brotherhood will be more than a few words at the end of a prayer, but the first order of business on every legislative agenda. I still have a dream today. Justice will roll down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. I still have a dream today that one day war will come to an end, that men will beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. And nations will no longer rise up against nations, neither will they study war anymore. I still have a dream